Hello everyone, it's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black, the one and only, here with another exciting video, and in this video I'm going to be playing some AI Dungeon 2. This is Jet, Starlight, and Zana, Fairy Monster Hunters, episode number 15. If you guys have not seen episodes 1 through 14 yet, I highly recommend that you do. You can check out those episodes by checking out the series playlist. I'll have a link in the description and in the end card for the series playlist. If you guys would like to read the story in full on the AI Dungeon website, I have a link to that in the description as well. And if you guys would like to talk about the series, feel free to do so in the comment section below or on our Discord. I'll have a link to the Discord in the description box below. Without further ado, let's start off episode 15 by reading the last action from the previous episode. You ask Zana if she would like to cuddle together in your room and talk before bed. You ask Zana if she wants to cuddle together in your room and talk before bed. Your relationship with Zana is a loving one. You often tell her you love her and cuddle together on a regular basis. Zana feels the same way towards you. You both undress and climb under the covers. Zana smiles at you and puts her arms around you. She snuggles up to you, closes her eyes, and falls asleep. You fall asleep soon afterwards. So now I'm going to wake up and go eat breakfast with the rest of your fellow Monster Hunter Guild members. I think I need to thank K-Mid for the breakfast. That's something I haven't been doing recently. Because K-Mid is the chef at the inn. And I used to thank him every morning after I eat breakfast. You wake up and go eat breakfast with the rest of your fellow Monster Hunter Guild members. You eat, chat, and look through the job request. Reggie takes his leave and says he has a lead on a vampire who has come to the surface. Ask Reggie if you know him. Because I don't know who Reggie is. Reggie's like, there's a vampire who's coming out. I'm like, who are you, Reggie? You ask Reggie if you know him better. You think you've seen his face somewhere before. Reggie says he's not sure where he knows you from, but he seems to remember you. Ask Reggie if he has any powers. Reggie's like, yo, I hunt monsters. And I'm like, yo, Reggie, who are you? What are you doing here? You ask Reggie if he has powers. He says that he can sense where magic is coming from. He says it feels like an ant crawling up his leg and in his brain. Oh, that's kind of gross, Reggie. Let's see. I'm gonna ask Reggie, does he have any weapons or other equipment? Well, I guess you should ask Reggie. You ask Reggie if he has any weapons or other equipment. I'm curious how he plans on fighting this vampire. He can sense where magic is coming from, but that's like his only power. You ask Reggie if he has any weapons or other equipment. He says he carries a silver dagger with him, but it's his only weapon. He says he feels like he needs to carry it for self-defense because of how the world has changed. Okay, so I'm going to update the story summary. You and your fellow members of the Monster Hunter Guild are eating breakfast at the inn. You are talking to Reggie. Okay. You ask Reggie how many monsters he's hunted and successfully slain. Is Reggie just kind of a beast? You ask Reggie how many monsters he's hunted and successfully slain. He says he has successfully slain at least 50, but he hasn't kept track. He says he has also kept count of the goblins he has killed. He says he has killed 7. So he's killed at least 50 monsters, only 7 of which were goblins. So That's 43 like actual threats and then 7 goblins. Um, Ask Reggie if he normally hunts monsters by himself or if he normally hunts with a group. Because if he's killed at least 50 monsters on his own and all he has is a silver dagger and the ability to sense magic, that's crazy. You decide to ask Reggie if he normally hunts monsters by himself or with a group. Reggie says that normally he hunts monsters with a group, but he can't have other people around when when he's hunting his girlfriend. So he has to go it alone. Um, you ask Reggie what group he normally hunts monsters with. Like, you ask Reggie what is the name of the group he normally hunts monsters with. Reggie is a very interesting character. It's interesting he's just in the inn, but he's not in the Monster Hunter Guild, but he hunts monsters. You ask Reggie the name of the group that he normally hunts with. Reggie says that the name is, wait for it, the Vampire Hunter Alliance of Evil, or VHAE. You laugh and laugh because that's the stupidest name you've ever heard. So there's just a whole other Monster Hunter group that specializes in hunting vampires. Interesting. Um, you ask Reggie for his last name. Because I don't know what Reggie's last name is. Reggie sounds kind of interesting. You ask Reggie for his last name. He says, Jorgensen. It's been a long day and you head to bed early. Nope. Gonna get rid of everything after him saying what his last name is. I mean, breakfast. I just ate breakfast. I'm not going to sleep. All I've done is talk to Reggie so far. His name is Reggie Jorgensen. So ask Reggie, how his girlfriend. Well, ask Reggie for his girlfriend's name. Because now I just want to know about Reggie. It's weird that they introduced this character and he has like so much going on. He's like a whole dude. You ask Reggie for his girlfriend's name. He says her name is Elizabeth. Reggie says that Elizabeth is very pretty in an innocent sort of way. She has auburn hair and a heart-shaped face. She is thin but not skinny. He's like she's slim thick. Okay, Reggie. Um, Ask Reggie how Elizabeth got turned into a vampire. Yeah, like what happened to turn her into a vampire? Reggie reveals that when Elizabeth was 15, she was heartbroken when her boyfriend broke up with her. On the night her ex-boyfriend and his new girlfriend were to be married, she committed suicide by jumping off a bridge into a river. Hold on, what? I'm still talking to Reggie. Hold on, Reggie. Reggie, does that mean... So, ask Reggie, if Elizabeth was a vampire when Reggie started dating her. Because it sounds like she would have already been dead. She would have already been like an undead vampire when he started dating her. Reggie says that when he met Elizabeth, she was in fact a vampire. He says that she is not like other vampires, though. She's a sweetheart, he says. Reggie and Elizabeth have been dating for about 2 months now. Wild. Wild still. Reggie is quite the character. Ask Reggie what Elizabeth's last name is. I I want to know what Elizabeth's name is too, because I'll add her to the world registry as well. The world info or whatever. You ask Reggie what Elizabeth's last name is. Reggie says that Elizabeth's last name is Seaver. Okay, so ask Reggie why he is now hunting his girlfriend. Because it sounds like he and his girlfriend were on good terms, and he's like, she's a sweetheart, she's not like a bad guy or whatever. But it sounds like now he's hunting her. You ask Reggie why he's now hunting his girlfriend. Reggie says that a few months ago, he had to go on business for the guild, and while he was gone, Elizabeth disappeared. He asked around and found out that she joined the Vihe. What? Hold on, that timeline doesn't work. He has been dating Elizabeth for 2 months. A few months ago, he went on business and was gone, and Elizabeth disappeared, but she would have disappeared during the time where they dated. Retry that. That doesn't actually make sense in continuity. You ask Reggie why he's now hunting his girlfriend. Reggie reveals that he was just recently found... Wait, hold up. Reggie reveals that he has just recently found out that Elizabeth is a vampire. I've been hiding from her for over a week, he says. What? Nope, that doesn't make sense with earlier mentions as well. Because he's like, yes, she was a vampire when he met, but she's not like other vampires, though. She's a sweetheart. You would need something else. I mean, technically, he could have been like, I didn't know it at the time when we met. But to say she's not like other vampires implies that she's not a bad vampire. Like, his reasoning has to explain what made her change. Reggie says that 2 months ago, he started getting bad vibes from Elizabeth. That's when he started dating her. It's like she wasn't herself, he says. He says that he confronted her about how she was acting and she broke up with him. Wait, hold on. They've been dating for about 2 months now. I'm trying to see if there's any way I can make that make sense. If he says 2 days ago, he started getting bad vibes, then maybe that makes it. They could still be like, they've been dating for a while kind of thing. So they still could have dated for 2 months, but he still could be like, something's wrong with her. It's like something's changed about her. So now he's hunting her. So I'm going to ask Reggie if he thinks Elizabeth is now an evil vampire. Like, do you think your girlfriend's just bad now? Reggie says that he isn't sure. He elaborates, explaining that Elizabeth still has all the same likes and dislikes as she did before. But then again, he says she does have a history of doing things without thinking them through. Interesting. I'm going to ask Reggie if he is planning on slaying Elizabeth when he finds her. Because I don't know what his intentions are. Earlier, he said something. What do you say? He said something about a vampire coming up to the surface. Reggie doesn't respond. You will never see him again. Yo, what? And then it tried to make me leave the inn to find Elizabeth. But I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't leave the inn. I would keep looking at the mail. The game was like, don't worry, we're going to tie Elizabeth in. Yo, that's crazy. They added Reggie in to be that one-off. He's a one-off character. Wild. Okay. Interesting side story. We got some lore. We got to learn more about the world. Okay, I guess before I check the mail, I'm gonna tell I want to tell Zana good morning, but I kind of want to tell everyone good morning. Tell all of your fellow Monster Hunter Guild members good morning. Like, I want to tell all of them good morning and make sure that everybody's having like a good day. Okay, they got me fucked up. They just said there were only 3 members of the guild. We already know there are more than 3 members of the guild. I'm about to fix that. I'm going to update the story summary real quick. You are about to check the mail for the highest valued monster wanted poster. The 3 members of the Monster Hunter, yeah, retry that. I'm immediately saying no to that. As you walk into the main room of the guild hall, you see that some of your fellow Monster Hunters are already there. Hold on. We were all eating breakfast. We're at the breakfast table. I shouldn't have to go anywhere. You tell all your fellow Monster Hunter Guild members good day. Most of them respond, only one person is silent. The vampire hunter Clarence. It is as if his mind is his own business and doesn't want to be bothered by anyone else. What? I don't know. Clarence isn't even like a member of the guild. I don't know if I want to do the thing I did with Lucy, where I'm like, I guess he's new kind of thing, or if I just want to be like, he's not a character. He was never a character before. Ask Zana if Clarence is a new recruit. Yeah, I'm like, I have no idea who Clarence is. Yes, he's a good hunter. Just gets a little intense about vampires. You ask Zana if you can speak to Clarence. Zana nods and calls out, "Hey, Clarence." Clarence turns, but he doesn't say anything. Let's see. You welcome Clarence to the Monster Hunter Guild, and you let him know that he is always welcome to ask you any questions he may have. Yeah, like I just want to let him know, like, if he ever feels weird about something or he wants to know more information, I'm here for him. Clarence nods and says in a deep, manly voice, "Thanks. I think I'll just observe quietly for now, though. I want to get a feel for the lay of the land and what kind of missions you go on." And then it says, "You got it." I'm going to get rid of the "you got it" part. Let's see. I guess I'm going to ask Clarence for his last name. That way I can put it in the world info. "Wagner," he replies without looking up. "I'm Zana. Reggie. Nice to meet you, Reg. Hi, I'm Cromer." I didn't ask everybody. I just asked Clarence for his last name. It's funny that the game was like, roll call. Everybody say your last name. Cool. Clarence is weird. It's fine. Okay, so I've said good morning to everybody. I met Clarence. He's a vampire hunter. I don't know what powers he has or really much about him. He also seems very antisocial. He doesn't seem super open to like talking about stuff. So I'm just gonna leave Clarence alone for now. He also has a deep, manly voice. I'm just going to observe for now. So we'll leave Clarence to be all broody and Batman-y or whatever. Let's check the mail for the monster. Yeah, for the monster wanted poster with the highest bounty. Let's get into the monster hunting. So we've introduced a couple new characters. You know, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. No. It just said the next day. It's not the next day. I've just been at breakfast. You check the mail for the monster wanted posters. There are three, two for ogres and one for a minotaur. The ogres can be found living in mountains, caves, and wastelands. They have massive strength, but are quite slow and unintelligent. So we have three. We have three monster wanted posters. Check to see which of the three monster wanted posters has the largest bounty. Excuse me. It's either going to be one of the two ogres or the minotaur. You check to see which of the three monster wanted posters has the largest bounty. It is one for an ogre. Okay? I'm going to get rid of the part where it like copies the thing that it says last time. The thing that it said last time, my bad. Check how much the bounty for the... Check how much the largest bounty is worth. Come on, hit me up. The ogre has a bounty of 1 million gold pieces. Okay, yeah, cool, I'll take that. That sounds good for me. Ogres are large, violent humanoids covered in hair and possess a massive strength. You call Zana over and tell her that you're heading out to hunt an ogre. She nods at you and says, be careful. I mean, I'm not going yet, you know me. I gotta do a whole bunch of planning, which I've been thinking about that. Depends. It really does depend on what we're fighting, because if it doesn't really matter what we're fighting, I could probably take him. Let's see. You are about to go talk to Big Kamid. Well, I guess you are planning to talk to Big... Nope. You're about to go visit Big Kamid to ask him to write a report on ogres. It's the Shrek episode, y'all. Okay, so let me get rid of that last part. About calling Zana over, because I'm not about to do that. Okay. So I'm gonna visit Big Kamid's office and ask him to write a report. I guess command him. And command him to write a report on the powers, weaknesses, and common locations. I mean, do I have to do that? Do I have to do it? Think about it like this. They're found living in mountains, caves, and wastelands. Common locations. They have massive strength, but they're stupid. Awesome. I kind of do know everything that I need to know. So maybe I'm not going to go visit Big Kamid, because I kind of already know everything. If I take like a strength potion, I should be on par with like whatever the ogre's got, and I'm already smarter than him. I could, like, I haven't done a solo in a minute. I could just do a solo, but I'm not going to do a solo. At the very least, I need Zana, because Zana can actually like track him down. Okay, ask Zana if she would like to accompany you on a hunt for an ogre. I guess accompany you to hunt down the ogre. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase that. Accompany you. Okay, that's fine. That sounds fine. Zana accepts your offer and equips her bow. The pair of you set off to kill the ogre. Zana will accompany you, but she will not directly attack the ogre. This is a test to see if you are capable of fighting a dangerous monster without any help. Zana, you know I've got this. I've killed tons of monsters in the past. Yeah, like if you're trying to like test my skill, you already know I got the goods. Zana shrugs and nods towards the mountain. Okay. Lead the way, Zana. Your locator spell helps you find bounties with ease. That's in large part why I invited Zana to come, is just because her locator spell is good for like tracking. Zana nods and begins walking towards the mountains. Later, you are trekking through the barren rocky terrain. Your mouth is dry and you're struggling to walk. You stop to drink some water from your canteen. Suddenly, Zana stops walking. Let's see. I'm going to use hydrokinetic healing salve on you and Zana. I guess on yourself and Zana. Oh, no. No. I didn't mean to say that. I meant to do that. I said that. Wait, whoa. Oh, I like undid it and then suddenly it like corrected it. What? Oh, I'm so confused, actually. It's like I undid me saying it and then it filled in the information from the action that I did. So that was kind of odd. Anyways, let me just do that now. Use hydrokinetic healing salve on yourself and Zana. You apply the healing salve on your and Zana's injuries. Zana holds you tight. You feel your strength returning. Later, you and Zana lay in each other's arms. Both of your endurance refilled. Okay, cool. Command Zana to continue leading the way to the ogre. We could have also taken, like, Big Camon's boat. Like, yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, it's more than just the fact that Zana can lead the way. If we're riding on Big Camon's boat, we don't use a ton of energy just going to the mission. After a short trek, you arrive at the cave where the ogre is located. Zana says that she'll stay outside and wish you luck. The cave is cold and damp, and the smell of dirt and decay fills your nostrils. Okay? Use hydrokinesis. Actually, we're going to heat it up. Use fire magic to summon a flaming dragon to attack the ogre that is inside of the cave. We learned fire magic last episode, so here we go. Time to put it to use. I use water stuff all the time. The ogre is knocked over by the blast of fire. He manages to survive. The ogre's strength is regenerating, and you're running out of options. You need to act fast. Okay. Let's see. You and Zana are hunting a dangerous ogre. Zana wants you to defeat the ogre on your own as a test of strength. So the ogre is able to like regain its strength. Probably can't regain its strength, if it dies. I'm going to consume a strength potion to increase your strength, speed, and durability. I was trying to remember what all a strength potion does. Tanya made these for the Monster Hunter Guild. You drink the strength potion. Your muscles bulge and your skin becomes tougher. You have increased your strength, speed, and durability. You're ready to fight the ogre. The ogre is approaching you. It is time to fight. Okay, yeah, this is doing pretty good, if not great, I would say. Like, currently. I'll label pretty good. Yo. Okay. This is like a very literal test of strength. Is this about to get like very shonen? I'm going to uppercut the ogre. Oh, uppercut the ogre with a closed fist. And then blast the ogre point blank in the chest with a fireball. Your strength, speed, and durability have increased tenfold. You uppercut the ogre with a closed fist, knocking him into the air. You blast him point blank in the chest with a fireball. The ogre is incinerated. You jump up and down in celebration. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna rip off the head of the dead ogre. And show it to Zana. Zana is surprised to see you victorious. You are amazing, Zana says. I knew you could do it. Come here, you say, and embrace her. Let's go back to my place, Zana whispers in your ear. I'm gonna say, first, let's go to the Monster Awareness Division and claim this bounty. It does seem really wild to do like a true solo. Sure thing. Always thought it would be a goblin head on the wall of my room, Zana says. You and Zana make your way to the headquarters of the Monster Awareness Division. The sun is beginning to rise, but you're too excited to care. Zana should be safe. She has a special like cream thing that I made that allows her to like exist in the sunlight. Once the game randomly at a certain episode said that she couldn't just be in the sun for whatever reason. Okay. Also, you may think the goblin head on the wall thing is like a mistake. Based on Zana's backstory, I don't think so. I think it's her saying, we'd have an ogre head, but I always thought it would be a goblin head. Because she used to protect a village from goblins. That's like some episode 2 trivia. Okay. Claim the 1 million gold bounty for defeating the ogre. You and Zana make your way to the headquarters of the Bounty Hunters Guild. Zana is in awe of the activities which are taking place. Bounty hunters are tracking their bounties, interrogating informants, mediating conflicts between hunters, selling equipment, and much more. Let's see. It's weird how this works, because a lot of times we go to the Monster Awareness Division, but sometimes it says we go to the Bounty Hunters Guild. And I can't fully tell if they're the same thing, like if they're like two different organizations or if they're the same. Because the Monster Awareness Division was supposed to be like soldiers, and it's like a state-run thing. This just sounds like another guild, but they do bounty hunting in general, and then we do like monster hunting specifically. So I'm just going to do the same action as before. Claim the bounty, please. Because they're just like, you make your way there, you arrive. Zana's like, wow, look at all the stuff going on. I'm like, but we still haven't claimed it yet. You and Zana make your way to the bounty store owner. The bounty store owner is surprised to see you. The bounty store owner says, what are you two doing here? I was told that the vampire and his spawn were dead. And it said we killed the vampire. Nope. I'm going to retry that whole thing. You and Zana are getting ready. Well, you and Zana are about to claim the bounty on the ogre. And I could specify claim the 1 million gold bounty on the ogre you defeated. So let me retry that last action. You and Zana make your way to the Bounty Hunters Guild. We're already here. It's repeating. Refresh. You are presented with a token of recognition. You and Zana head to her room to consummate your passion. Days pass, weeks pass, and months pass. You make love to Zana every night. You're living the dream. I mean, that's a really quick episode. But I guess when they just give you like an ogre and you can just beat it by yourself, you don't have to go through the steps of like all the planning and extra stuff. So there's a quick one for you guys. This is, I guess, normally I like to go to bed at the very end. So I'm going to cuddle with Zana and go to sleep. So I'm going to go to bed real quick because that's the normal way that we like end episodes. You awaken to Zana shaking you. Wake up, she says. Zana, what's wrong, you ask. Goblins. There are goblins outside. You look out the window and see several green figures running through the trees outside. Ooh, next episode is going to be hype because we already got stuff going on. Anyways, so I hope you guys are hyped for episode 16. Thank you guys for watching episode 15. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding, 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 ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. Thank you all once again for tuning in. If you guys want to see the full series playlist, feel free to click on the link in the end card or in the description box below. Also, if you guys would like to talk about the show, feel free to do so in the comment section below or on our Discord. I have a link in the description for that as well. And if you guys would like to read the story in full, I have a link to the AI Dungeon page in the description box below. Anyways, thank you all once again. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black One Only, logging out. Peace. Chickadagawa.